Welcome to Candid Conversations with Candidates, brought to you by Crowing Power in partnership with Lakes Media Collaborative and the Brainerd Lakes Chamber. I'm Lisa Paxton. It's my pleasure to welcome Bruce McComas. Bruce is a candidate for Brainerd School Board ISD 181. Welcome, Bruce.
Thank you, Lisa. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank the Brainerd Lakes Chamber, the Lakes Media Collaborative, and Crowing Power for this opportunity to introduce myself to the voters of School District 181. I feel that the assets that I can bring include 41 years of education and work in the education field. I was a teacher and varsity coach for 19 years, a business manager for 2 school districts for 18 years, and upon retirement, I ran a school management consulting firm for 4 years. During this time, I was a member of the National Guards for 16 years and active in numerous civic organizations. I recently moved back to the Brainerd area, my hometown, approximately a year ago. I have passion for education, and I believe I have the experience, knowledge, and time needed to be a contributing member to the school board. I have the desire and energy needed to serve the residents of this district. Personally, I graduated from Washington High School in 1966. Both parents worked and lived in Brainerd their entire life. My dad, Bill, is a member of the Warrior Hall of Fame, and my mom, Betty, is still very active in the community at age 86. I graduated from, like I mentioned, I graduated from Brainerd High School, and since then I've received a BS degree in education from Bemidji University, a vocational certificate degree from St. Cloud University, a mini MBA in government management from the St. Thomas University, and a school management certificate from the Minnesota Association of School Business Officials. I've been married 41 years to my wife, Virgie, and have 2 sons. My oldest son, 38, is a correctional officer for the state of Minnesota, and my youngest son, 24, just started his career in a Brainerd firm. I would appreciate your support and look forward to your vote on November 6th. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Bruce. Let's go on to some questions. Let's talk about priorities. What would be your top priority if you're elected?
I think the top priority is the utilization of funding. As everybody knows, this is a tough time for school districts with the funding levels set by the state of Minnesota. I think I have the experience to come up with ways to help the school district utilize those funds. I know there's a lot of programs out there that need the funding, and they need the funding to be sustainable. And I think what we have to do is look at those programs and use, what I would like to do is use a data-driven decision-making model to help come up with the best use of those funds.
Okay. So as we look at you and the other candidates, because it's a full slate of candidates, what are 3 things that distinguish you from those other candidates?
Probably the experience I have being 41 years in the education field and the knowledge I have. I've worked the education field from both sides, both as a teacher and a coach and as a business manager from the administrative side. I also am good at looking into districts. My consulting firm has gone into districts and taken a look at where there might be some problems and come up with solutions for them. So I think that experience probably sets me aside from a lot of candidates.
Okay. You talked about funding being a top priority and having a data-driven perspective. What are your budget priorities?
Well, personally, I can't set the budget priorities. We have to work with the full board and with the administration, but I know what is best for students has to be number one, and we want to make an education system that's excellent education system, and to make sure that our students have a career opportunity in the community after they leave here and be prepared for that. And that's what we want to do, is make our students prepared for the best career possibility.
Well, you just gave me a great segue into my next question, because that question is, what will you do to ensure that our students are prepared for the future workforce?
I think the biggest thing is to have rigorous and relevant education programs. the days of getting by easily don't prepare you. I know that the school district has AP programs, advanced placement programs, and we have to look at the entire slate of programs that the school offers the students. And with that, we work collaboratively with the community and businesses and make sure that we're doing the type of teaching that the businesses want their workers to have.
Okay. Any specific ideas relating to that at this point?
No, I know there's a lot of programs that are currently in place, and we need to nurture those programs and make sure that we are providing the most up-to-date education that we can and training programs, basically, and prepare our students for it might be the work field or it might be further education. We want to inspire a lifelong learning feeling with the students.
Okay. What do you think is the school district's greatest challenge right now?
I believe it is funding, and we're being pulled from a lot of different sides for the use of that funding. Programs have to be sustainable, and we have to let the legislature know that funding is a priority. One of the districts I worked 10 years with, Alexandria, is approximately the same size and has a lot of the same problems that Brainerd has, being in the Lakes community with their tax rates. So we need to look at what's best for our community, and if that means talking to some of the senators and legislators, that's what we need to do.
Okay, good. Anything else you want to add or share with voters that we haven't covered, Bruce?
No, I'd just like to reiterate that I am retired now and have moved back to the community, and I have the time and energy needed to serve on the board, and I think I have a lot that I can contribute.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for joining us for Candid Conversations with Candidates. Visit us at votebrainerdlakes.com, and remember, vote November 6th.
Thank you very much.